Hello, hello. This is Warrior for Christ 4. I'm going through the book of John, taking it verse by verse. But first, we need to get a look at John and get exactly the meaning of the book. And why don't we just go through an introduction to start it off? John wrote his gospel to persuade people to believe in Jesus. That is chapter 20, verses 30 and 31. From the opening verses, he declares that Jesus is God, stressing his unique relationship with God the Father. He focuses on 7 of Jesus' miracles to demonstrate his divinity. Jesus called people to have faith in him, promising eternal life. He proved he could give life by raising Lazarus in chapter 11, and by his own death and resurrection. John features Christ's 7 I am statements, his encounters with Nicodemus and the Samaritan woman, his upper room teachings and washing of the disciples' feet in chapters 13 through 16, and his high priestly prayer in chapter 17. John also includes the most well-known summary of the gospel, which is John 3:16. And the author was Apostle John, writing about AD 85. Now that's an introduction to the book of John. Now I'm going to go through the book itself, and starting with verse 1. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." There's been a lot of speculation as to who the Word is in this particular verse. Obviously, if this Word is Jesus, then it is saying that he is God. If we break this down, it says, "In the beginning." Now we have to correlate that with Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, and you look at the correlation between that and this verse. Of course, in Genesis 1 it says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." Well, in John, we have a shadow of that. It says, "In the beginning was the Word." And if you break that down even further, it says, "And the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Now, if the Trinity is true, and it is, then that means that not only was Jesus with the Father, he is also one with the Father, which of course many times in the Bible Jesus teaches this to be so. If there's any question as to whether or not the Word is Jesus in this verse, we can go to verse 2, and it says, "The same was in the beginning with God." Some versions say he was in the beginning with God. Either way, it has the same clear meaning, that this word, that the word in this verse is in fact a person. It is talking about somebody. So that's all for today. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm going to continue to go through the book of John verse by verse, and I hope you're blessed by it. Most of all, I pray that you would, through this or through any other means, that you would come to the knowledge of Jesus Christ and to his saving power.